Welcome back to RaBBois. I'm Sweet, joined here with my brother Yitz. What we're gonna say?
Smile. It's a beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day. I saw this comment I told you already. I saw in our last video that said, "How come one of the brothers is Ashkenaz and one of the brothers is Sephardi?"
I asked my parents that,
which is funny, and the lighting.
It was awkward.
Yeah, it definitely makes you look darker. And then I made a joke that maybe because they say the real Jews are actually like darker skinned, and that we're fake and we stole the religion. So that would mean that technically you're the real Jew and I'm the fake Jew, but we're both brothers.
Yes.
Am I allowed to say that? I think I'm allowed to say that. Yeah, no, I think that's good. Huh?
Nothing.
No, I think we're good. Yeah, so a lot of new people here from last week, Tunnels, whole situation.
Why do people like Tunnels so much?
People love Tunnels because they want to...
No, it's good. I appreciate you guys.
We appreciate all new people. We gained like 100 subscribers. You're all welcome here. We're actually low-key amazing and hilarious and beautiful, some more than others. Some more than others. And we appreciate everyone for coming over. There aren't really any updates on the whole situation. What I noticed is Twitter completely forgot about it because they realized that there's actually nothing here and it's stupid and dumb. And what I realized, and some people are like, they blew over this situation too quickly. Everyone already forgot about the tunnels. And I was responding to them saying, maybe, just maybe, a few guys dug a tunnel and that's why they're not talking about it anymore.
See, I started to realize that if a real conspiracy might be true, it has to last more than 3 days.
It's gotta last a little bit, because these guys they're like, oh, and then they just moved on to the next thing.
I know. Come on, if you're gonna say something, stick with it.
It's pretty damn mean in my opinion. Like, imagine an entire community comes after your people and they curse out and they conspiracy, and then they just move on. Like nothing happened, which is good for us because we don't want to be bothered.
It's like a flash mob.
Yeah.
Everyone's dancing, and then it's everyone stops and walks away.
But why are you you're gonna say all this crap out of nowhere, and they're all lies. And when when you're ready to debunk it, everybody already left, and the only ones remaining are the crazy people that have the conspiracies, and they don't want to listen to you.
You know what conspiracy is still going on?
Which one?
Flat Earth.
Huh? Well, yeah, I've been a flat earther since day one. Well, since day 5,000. I'm saying a few the second podcast we talk about
exactly. So I'm saying maybe because
it might actually be true.
Yeah.
No, it might actually be true.
Yeah. You ever think?
Wait, I just want to mention one more thing on the tunnel. It's just that it used to also be someone's basement. Specifically, it was it was a personal mikvah that was owned by one person,
and then
which makes a huge difference. That was his basement. He stored things
and it was bought by the synagogue in order to expand it, but they never did it, so then these guys want to do it without permission, which makes a whole lot of sense.
Which we talked about in the last episode, but that's essentially all of the update. The main update was that this actually used to be owned by someone in his family.
Oh, and the synagogue's open. They fixed it, and the people who did it are not allowed to be there.
Yeah, they fixed it, and it got filled up.
Yeah, I mean,
they're next week, this week, terrible timing, but this week is the celebration of when that famous rabbi, right, became got designated as the rabbi. Isn't that this?
Oh yeah.
That's this week.
Yeah.
It's this week.
Where are we going with it?
Yeah, no, I'm saying so. It's
when he was appointed.
Yeah, it's on the 10th of the Hebrew month of Shvat. So all the people in Chabad, everyone that's around my age, mainly younger, go to Crown Heights and go to 770, and they all pray and learn together, literally right after this happens. So I'm curious, what that's going to look like.
A lot of
selfies. A part of me wishes I actually went down there because I'd be able to go.
Yeah, why don't you usually go? Why don't you go this year?
Because I'm old now, and then my friends go there anymore.
I know, I remember.
You mainly go there when you're in school.
Yeah, when you're in high school, you go there, and it's a whole lot of fun. Then you go when you're a little bit older, and you kind of look around, and everyone's 13, and you're like, oh, I don't... Oh, no one's here. It's really boring.
Basically, all of the schools, the Chabad schools, they're boarding schools usually, they all drive in on their buses to this building, and you see everyone your age that's in Chabad, they're all there. So you see just old friends, you see friends that you may have known from camp and things like that, or just friends from school. It's pretty chill.
Until you get older, and then you're like...
Until you get older, you're no longer in school. I'm not in school. And then you're like, why am I here? And then my friends are here. That's why...
Because of the holiness. Because I care
Because I care of the day. And actually... The real time when people like me go is during the holiday season, which is during September, during the new year,
it's
during the celebration of the Torah, those stuff. That's when you go.
It's always freaking crowded, and you know what? kind of need to expand.
It's always exactly. It's always crowded. I was there a few months ago. Lots of partying going on. Lots of legal things happening. And
how many
time
legal things?
Legal things.
How many more weeks till we could start making jokes about it?
Jokes about the
tunnels.
The tunnel? No, it's already. We're there.
Louder?
We're there right now. I made a joke about it. You didn't see my video?
Yeah, I saw your video.
What do you think of my video?
You're making Minecraft.
I made a video digging tunnels in Minecraft.
Of course you did.
And then
You'll milk anything for content.
That's exactly what my job is, and I'm literally the only person that can do it. So you gotta do it. And then I made a little diagram of what do you think of that diagram?
Pretty good.
You thought it was pretty good?
You built it yourself?
I did build that myself.
Actually, pretty impressive.
Not all of it. So
you put the Jews in there.
I was in I wanted to explain what the tunnel looked like and how it went into the synagogue. So I found this random cave in Minecraft, and it had a bunch of water. So I used that as the abandoned bathhouse, and I filled it up with sponges to empty it out. So now it's abandoned.
That's hilarious.
And then I made a little tunnel, and I built this little mini 770 hall out of wood, and I did a whole thing. You can check it out on the Jew Boy channel. But I made a whole simulation. I thought it was pretty clear.
And you put villagers in
and
there.
I put villagers, and I put bookshelves in it, and I titled the villagers. I put a name tag on them that said Jewish guy, because it's funny for two different reasons.
I know.
By the way. No, there's a conspiracy.
Yes.
It's a legitimate conspiracy that the villagers from Minecraft are based off of Jewish people.
And the fact that it's lasting so long. Maybe.
What do you mean lasting so long?
The fact that it's still a conspiracy.
That is still going on. That must mean it's real. The villager, what makes them Jewish, right? One, the schnoz, obviously. The sounds they make, very Jewy. But also, there's temples you can find in the game that look like reform temples, but they're actual pyramids, but they look like synagogues, sort of.
Interesting.
And, that's
where they live.
Well, some of them. Some live. There's different villages in whatever. Also, you could trade with them, and they give terrible deals. And you pay them with emeralds, and you give them 1 emerald, they give you 5 pieces of coal. It's really bad, really bad deals or whatever the hell.
I don't get how this has anything to do with Jews. Explain to me how those things.
Because
please.
Big Nose Money Guy. That's why it's Big Nose Money Guy, and it has to be Jews. There's no Also, there's persecution of them and stuff, and there's just a lot of.
Also, they have tunnels.
And they got tunnels, and I placed them in the tunnels, and they got the bookshelves, and I made it in Minecraft, and I actually thought it was a really good educational video for those that wanted to watch a video. And here you are making fun of my amazing project, which I actually thought was pretty good.
Do you ever feel like you're getting scammed constantly?
No.
I feel like as I live my life, I'm constantly being scammed.
From what?
The prince.
Huh?
Princes in different countries ask me for money.
Did the one reach out to you recently?
Yeah, they always reach out to me.
They always reach out. I paid a few of them. I'm still waiting for my sum, my investment.
Anyways, what I'm really talking about is ever since I got married, I gained like all this weight, and I know I complained about it.
You look beautiful.
Thank
you. What? You didn't gain a bit.
Big is beautiful.
How big is you could be on the cover of Vogue or something. They're looking
Maybe
for the
I
plus
should
size.
be.
No, I'm serious.
Chabad, plus size.
They don't want it. Yeah, I know. Freaking it shows. Someone's gonna make an AI image of like a fat guy like digging a tunnel or something for the cover of that. But
no. For example.
Yeah. What about it? Yeah.
I gained all this weight.
Yes.
And like I gotta blame someone except for myself.
Yeah. Wait. What? No.
That's how it works.
That's not how it works. You're eating the food.
It's never my fault.
I went in the cover recently.
No.
I lost 5
It's
pounds.
not the food.
It's not the
It's
food.
not my fault. It's big food.
It's big food.
It's a really
okay.
scam.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Go. Tell me about the scam.
Because they tell you eat this, it's healthy. Eat that, it's healthy.
Oh.
And then you eat it,
right?
And it's not healthy.
It's not healthy at all. Cereal and milk. I'm still not over cereal and milk, by the way. You're lied to our entire life.
Do you know there's like the snacks for kids in their lunch boxes they put in the snack aisle is like full of sugar? It's crazy.
Huh? They tell you eat your Cocoa Puffs in a big and strong, and it's sugar balls.
Healthy.
It's sugar balls in a milk thing, and you use a spoon to eat. I don't know how that ever became a massive thing, and now everybody eats it, and it's healthy, and they put a little heart on it, and it's something about cholesterol, saying you won't get cholesterol, but you'll get like diabetes, and that's why it's healthy and whatever the hell.
It's crazy.
No,
and then you want to lose this weight.
Uh-huh. So what do
so
you
you get sold a program on YouTube.
No, but that's not
ads.
That's not big. The ads for the big for the big workouts.
Big food sells you food, makes you fat,
and they sell you a big workout
guy comes in. Drink this powder.
Drink this
take
powder.
These pills,
take these pills.
Follow my program. Follow my course.
You look just like me.
Sell my course.
Sell my course. Commission. If you can't afford the course, sell the course for commission, and then you could afford my course.
And then you'll lose weight.
And then you lose all the weight. It low-key kind of, I mean, you know that V-Shred scam? Do you know V-Shred?
No, I don't.
It was like this program, sort of like the one we did P90X. That was a pretty epic program. We can talk about that in a second.
Yo, that is probably the only workout program that works.
Exactly. But actually, that's a good thing.
We should get paid. Wait, I want to promote it till I get my commission.
Listen, it's actually a good topic, so we'll get to that in a second. But V-Shred was another workout program, and they advertised like these BS exercises where you take kettlebells and you lift it like that, and you look just like me, who's this shredded guy, and it made no sense. People got ripped off, and people hurt themselves doing these stupid workouts. And I'm saying like that wasn't a legitimate workout, but P90X.
Wait.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
And then you sue them.
So
then you come to lawyers.
You're a lawyer.
So it's a big circle of scamming.
The circle.
So
economy.
then you go to a lawyer. Lawyer's like, I'll sue the big food and big workout for you, but I'm gonna take 30%.
Exactly. And what happens is you're a lawyer and you gain weight, so you get all of it. You can do it for yourself. I'm saying you can do it for yourself.
You're right.
And it's really good. But
literally in other countries, people are way skinnier and they're eating the same food. Well, they're not eating the same food. They're eating.
I don't think they're eating Cocoa Puffs.
No, the American tomatoes are like this big. Like I don't know what the heck's in them.
Oh yeah, they got like these big fruits though or something. Yeah, I don't even know.
Like no way that's healthy.
I mean, they put the red 40 thing in the tomato and it tastes yummy.
But P90X does work.
P90X,
in my opinion,
we need to explain what that is yet. P90X. Is a program.
P90X, and then you do the X.
Is a workout program that they're not sponsoring us.
If they do sponsor us, we're going to stick the link in.
We'll get a little affiliate from them.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Honestly, maybe I'll try to find one. But
basically, it starts here. They give you, and then the affiliates marketing.
Not a pyramid scheme.
Not a pyramid.
This is just a little. Not a pyramid. It stands for.
Power 90 Extreme, I'm pretty sure.
The original program was P90, which is a gun in Fortnite, by the way. They literally stole it from Fortnite.
Wait, P90 is the original one?
There's an original one called P90.
I thought it was P90X.
Power 90, because it's 90-day program. That's the whole thing.
But then I thought it was a P90.
P90X was
P90X2, P90X3.
Yeah. Well, maybe. That's something else. But P90X was the extreme version, which is just... it's just regular workout, honestly. I don't even know what P90 was. Maybe more cardio-based.
I think... The reason P90X worked for us is because it disciplined us that we're going to work out no matter what, an hour a day. That's really what it comes down to.
And it's like a video, and you follow the video with it, and you have to actually have weights and things, and follow the program, and you do it for 90 days. And for some reason, it being a program made it stick in my mind.
In 3 months.
3 months. Do it 3 months, and we just do it over and over, and that's how we initially lost a bunch of. There's no images of us online during. When the weight was lost. Well, there is for me, but I'm saying, this is your first time online. Is this the RaBBois podcast?
I don't believe you.
So, they'll see an old pic, and you'll be like, what?
I know, honestly, scary.
What could have been? You could enter your prime again.
I tried to gain muscle, but it never works.
You have muscle, you just have to cut the fat again.
Yeah, you keep telling me that.
No, we're really good. Our family, we don't lose like muscle as quickly, but it's hard for us to lose fat too. So if you just
I eat a lot of noodles.
If you eat regular, you'll lose the fat and pretty much maintain the muscle. That's what I've experienced.
I want it, and then they sell you organic food that's healthier, but they're going to charge you double.
Organic food's not even healthy.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's what they say. They say, "Oh, you really want to be healthy? Here, have this. We grew this next to it, but it's healthier."
You have every opportunity to eat healthier and work out. There's literally, as we've said in 3 separate podcasts, a Smith machine right there. No one even, for all we know, we're gaslighting them and it's not even there. But there, because it's just us with the brown wall. But there is a Smith machine / pulley machine / bench right over there for anyone to use. I use it every single day. Well, not every day. You could technically use it if you wanted to. Just come over here to use it. You don't have to go to the gym.
You ever see those Instagram people who make their own food?
No.
Oh.
You have Instagram? You don't use Instagram. Jews, there's a hierarchy clash of Jews that use social media and Jews that don't. And the ones that don't do it are better because they don't do it, but then they'll watch someone else do it. Or Netflix is a big one. They don't watch these unholy shows, but they'll have Netflix, or they'll share a Netflix account and use someone else's account, and then Svi doesn't get any Netflix accounts.
You don't have
because there's no more space available on the Netflix account because everyone has an account. So
what do you do?
There's max accounts. I cry. Yes, I cry. I don't. Everyone. There's no more. You can't make any more accounts on the big accounts. Now I don't get an account. I just have to watch PBS Kids or something. I have to watch freaking that stuff. I can't watch whatever the hell's on Netflix. I don't even know what's on Netflix.
No, but someone sent me a video, or no one sent me a video of someone growing food, but I'm not gonna. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
There are people I just hear about people on Instagram.
Okay.
People, I think they do it only for clicks, where like they grow their own garden.
Yeah.
They're like, I made my own butter today.
Yes.
So maybe I should do that.
You
then
can't.
it'll be healthy.
How do you don't grow butter in a garden?
Why not?
No, I'm saying like how do
Butter
you make
comes
butter?
from trees.
No, it comes from that the milk thing.
Yeah, it comes
right?
from milk.
You take the milk. No, I'm serious. You take like the cow.
Yes, it comes
thing,
from freaking milk.
And the squeeze, and then the bucket, and then the thing, and in the bucket. You know.
Do you know there's someone in our community who you can get goat milk from?
Who? Well, don't say who.
I'm not gonna say who.
What are you talking about?
Someone was like, hey, like, because we keep kosher. And we
Where the hell does he keep a goat?
Yeah.
Does he have a tunnel underneath where they keep the goats?
No. Let me explain.
Okay. What are you talking about?
We can't have Jewish. We keep kosher, so it's hard to get milk. So you have to. It's pretty much imported from, whatever, the big milk,
the big Jew companies,
big Jew milk,
and big and big Jew cities. I'm saying that's what's in the tunnels. They're hiding a bunch of milk down there.
So if you want to get like goat milk, it's like impossible. It's really expensive. And I don't think they really sell it. Like they sell it like probably in New York. It's like really expensive. So someone here is like, I'm lactose intolerant or whatever. Like, did anyone know where I could go to a farm and milk a goat so I can have it kosher? So because
they're like, Joe Burrow's not at a farm.
Anyways, so someone's like, oh yeah, this person has a goat in their backyard.
What? Is that legal?
Yeah, why not? You can.
What do you mean, why not?
I didn't look at goat laws.
Is there actually a goat there?
This person lives a little bit out of the city,
mm-hmm.
and they literally have a goat, and it's a goat sharing thing apparently,
mm-hmm.
where they share goats with the neighbors.
Uh-huh.
And you could go there.
The neighbors?
Yeah, it's a goat sharing.
A goat swap?
Yeah.
A goat meet and greet? Like Michael Jordan's there, Oh, actually, no, LeBron James is there, and like all these. We're not doing that. And,
you're really bothering me.
Huh? I'm sorry.
You keep switching to sports.
No, because I'm talking about goats.
I know.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with it.
Okay.
I'm trying to tell my goat story.
Tell your goat story. Please tell me about your kosher milking of goats, please.
Anyways,
the floor is yours.
You ruined it.
No, I didn't. I actually made it better.
There's a person here who sells goat. It doesn't sell goat milk, but if you want to buy, you can buy goat milk, so it's kosher.
Fascinating so far.
I know.
Yeah, please tell me more.
It's $40 a bucket.
Yeah.
Do you want?
No, $40 a bucket. That's crazy. How do you get a bucket of that? How? No, I'm just like, what? Wait, do they give you the bucket? Does it come with the bucket?
Do you know how to milk a goat?
I once milked.
Do you want to show me?
Huh? No, I don't want to. What are you even talking about?
Show me.
I
don't believe you.
I went to this farm.
I don't believe you. Do it.
You do it.
No.
Yeah, then you milk the goat. I went to a farm back in our school brought us to a farm, and there were these goats there. Not these goats, these cows, and I milked a cow.
It freaked me out.
Something's weird about that. I feel like you're violating it or something.
Yeah.
Like, are you allowed to? No, they like it, or maybe we were manipulated by big food that the cow likes it. They do terrible stuff to these cows, man. I'm telling you. No, I'm serious. In these companies, I'm still gonna be eating them, but like it's bad.
I went to a cow milking plant.
Yeah. Okay. And what did you see?
Cows got milked.
And did you get a bucket of milk from? Did you get a bucket of milk from it?
I don't think so.
Okay, we should move on. Is there something else? Yeah, you have more topics, right? You had another topic, right?
I don't know how.
Yes, you do. Please.
No, I want to grow my own farm. That's all.
That's what you want. That's what you were gonna get from this.
There's inflation.
That you wanted to grow your own farm. That's what the goat milking was for.
Yeah.
For you to segue to you want to grow your own farm.
There's enough land here.
I once grew a pumpkin in our backyard.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Where?
In our backyard. I grew a pumpkin there. It didn't grow. There's a pumpkin seed in our backyard.
No, so you didn't grow a pumpkin.
I did.
You put a seed in the backyard.
And it grew, and then it died.
Oh, like what? Like this big?
Yeah, about and yeah. So what?
Nothing wrong with that size?
That was massive pumpkin, and I put it in the ground, and like I was so excited, it started growing, started sprouting, and then like a little animal came and ate it.
Every time we grew like tomatoes, we
had deer here down in Ohio.
Remember that one time that we went to the woods, and
oh my
we went across the stream.
This is great, yeah.
And there was just this huge deer skeleton.
There's an entire skeleton of a deer, like but mainly a skull. There's this completely carved out deer skull with all the antlers, full on skull. Every part of it was eaten. There was nothing on it. Every part of it was eaten.
This is why it's good growing up in the Midwest. You get experiences like this.
We get experience. So we saw it was literally a goat skull, like that a Viking, a deer skull that a Viking would bring back from like we won the war, that type of thing.
If you actually looked at it, it was completely carved by coyotes, I think.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. You could tell it was creepy, but it was only bone at that point.
It was literally just bone.
But we wanted to keep it, even though we didn't.
It had teeth. Yeah. Yeah. I had all. I remember pulling them out. I could have been a dentist. My mother used to say. It still says, "God bless you." I could have been a dentist.
Well,
Didn't you want to be a dentist?
Orthodontist.
What happened? What happens?
You want to know the boring truth?
I do. Yeah.
I didn't feel like going to school that long.
But you went to law school.
That's way shorter. Anyways, we want to get this deer. I want to get the skull back to be like, oh, we got a deer skull, even though we didn't hunt it because we were kids. But we don't want to touch it. So
I know where this goes.
Who should we ask to pick up the disgusting deer skull? Hey, Tzvi.
Hey, pick me.
You're 5 years old.
I was 7 maybe or something.
We gave you gloves.
You gave me gloves. I wore gloves.
And you're like...
And I would walk back, and our mother's watching us emerge out of the woods with me holding this deer skull.
And then we washed it with soap, and we're like, it's totally fine now.
And then that was a beautiful story. And it
stayed in our yard for years.
Years. And every time some random person would come in our backyard, they'd freak out at the deer skull, or they'd say, "Wow, that's pretty sick that we had a deer skull there, a real one, not the fake one, not some carved out one that we just found in the woods."
I know people. It's amazing how much people are like, whoa, I need to see that.
We're so used to it, but imagine it's your first time and you just saw that.
Or you're playing outside and there's we just kept it next to where we played baseball.
Yeah, it was literally just right. Yeah, I tripped on it a few times on its antlers or whatever, and then I pulled out all of its teeth. Eventually, pretty much all of its teeth were gone. They're very loose. I used my hands.
I was just talking to someone about law school. It's very boring, actually.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds very. Wow, please, please tell me how interesting that was.
Well, the Jewish community, you get credits, but they don't really transfer to non-Jewish, to English colleges, secular colleges.
Yes, that's the word. Yes.
Secular colleges.
Regular college.
The Jewish elitists.
I say regular because it makes us sound bad, so it's fine,
The Jewish elitists with their special schools.
With their special schools, and they own police and fire, or they own police and basically we have our own police station in Crown Heights, right? What are they called? The Shomrim, those guys.
Hatzalah?
The Hatzalah, they got those guys. So people that aren't Jewish think that we own the police station or something. When in reality,
it just saves lives faster.
No, we got.
And anyone can use them.
No one came. The police takes an hour in New York to go to you. So all the Jews came together and they're like, screw this, we're going to make our own freaking place. We'll run it, we'll do everything inside of it. And so now, if you call another number that's not 911 in Crown Heights, some Jew will pull up to your door and 1-800-Jew, and he'll save your life in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, they're good at it.
They're really good at it. These guys they're around my age usually.
And they really want to
They're really bored. They really want to be the hero. Yeah, you go there. You go, guy. You go be a hero.
It's good. It's a good outlet.
It's a good outlet for them to.
Well, anyways, our credits don't transfer as well because we basically get for all the college nerds. But I mean, if you guys are Gen Z, then you don't know what college is.
You're literally Gen Z. I'm Gen Z. We're both Gen Z.
I am Gen Z. I realize.
20s.
I'm top of Gen Z and the better Gen Z.
Actually, I saw this thing that Gen Z has for some reason, everyone looks older in Gen Z and younger in millennials. 30-year-old millennials look like they're in their 20s.
Because millennials are mature.
It's something like that. Yeah, we're actually better. Us Gen Z has decided that we're better.
Anyways, so it's basically a liberal arts degree. So the only way so I don't want to start, but we basically became a rabbi and went through all these years of schooling / college, and I didn't want to start over. I like 22, 23.
Yeah.
So, but you do get a bachelor from our school, and it does go to law school.
Yes, that's why all these Jews become lawyers.
Yeah, it's actually a big reason.
You can use your bachelor's that you get from the Jewish college and use that to go specifically to law school, usually.
Exactly, so therefore, very thankful.
What's your bachelor's in? Hebrew letters. Hebrew letters.
They should have at least said Talmudic law. It sounds nicer, and that's all we did.
No, Hebrew letters.
I technically learned Hebrew letters all day.
Imagine you got a bachelor's in English letters. That's how that sounds.
But if I would have wanted to go to medical school, because I'm so brilliant, I would have maybe shaved off 2 years and I would have had to do 2 years of science and math.
You're going to be a doctor?
If I thought about it.
Then you'd have to pay debt for 10 years and then be rich once you're 80.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, but you make a lot of money after school.
Yeah, but then you have to do like another 4 years of school, which makes you like more rich, but like you have to do another 4 years of debt, and if you want to make like $500,000, you know?
Yeah, I would have done that.
Yeah, but then you have to spend all the next 15 years paying all that back.
Yeah, but
then you got to pay the house.
But you're making so much money.
No, you're not. I think it's better to be a lawyer and to like risk the possibility that you might not make a lot, but also might make a lot.
Or
in 3 years of school, or YouTuber.
Yeah, or YouTuber. Or YouTuber.
And it could be all or nothing. And
zero debt.
Well, you never know. I mean, if I move out, I might have some debt. I won't have debt. I'm not gonna get.
I feel like a lot of YouTubers take out a lot of debt in order to fund their projects because I saw this interesting thing that you have to go to all the extremes on YouTube. It has to be I went to every restaurant.
Yes.
Right.
I
tried 100 cars.
It's ruining YouTube.
There's no like intermediate. Like, it's a little ridiculous because if someone said I tried 5 different pizzas, I'd be like, yeah, that's interesting. But like I tried every pizza in the city, then it's like, oh wow. But it's also a little bit crazy. Like, you can't outbeat someone who did everything.
Mr. Beast raised the standard, and YouTube's at this point now where everyone is trying to... Everyone has already did the best thing.
Correct.
Everyone's desensitized to $100,000 in a title now. Like, it no longer means what it once meant.
Is it going to be $1 billion car?
That's the only... Like, that's what's going to be happening, by the way.
But how do you... You know, I hate when they do that. Then they add, like, a diamond that's worth $1 billion in the car.
It's all stupid, and... Yeah, the whole thing of one-upping has been ruining YouTube. That's why a lot of people are looking for authenticity and for, like, just normal. And I have that on my second channel, not really on my main channel. But
they might be looking for authenticity, but...
No, there's certain channels that have been blowing up that are just sit-down, like, be authentic type channels. It's a new thing.
But I do think that the algorithm is still pushing short-form content.
Yeah.
And
all of our shorts sucked and flopped like crazy, and our only successful... If anything, our last podcast is more successful than any freaking short we put out.
That's true.
And definitely had more of an impact than any short I'm not doing those shorts anymore. I think short, like vertical, horizontal, the big videos, those like a short version of that is better, I think, than a YouTube short, in my opinion.
Well, that's because
for a channel to do well.
For when it seems like YouTube is trying to be like TikTok, where they're pushing shorts, but they're not pushing creators. They're pushing content that people like, and then if the content is no longer relevant, they move on to the next creator. They don't care. Meaning,
YouTube is no longer for the creator. The word
Correct.
"you" is a lie. Everything is pretty much just to keep people on the platform for as long as possible.
Correct.
Which is why they made YouTube Shorts. Which is why every platform copied TikTok, and this is why TikTok started letting you post videos that are longer than 5 minutes. Up to 10 minutes.
I realized that TikTok and YouTube Shorts ruined my brain.
Yes.
Then I started thinking that I could multitask.
Yeah.
But you actually can't.
I was scrolling on TikTok, and I realized for some weird reason it's easier to watch a 10-minute video on TikTok than it is to watch that same 10-minute video on YouTube.
Really?
I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's on my phone. Maybe it's because there's some... Yeah, maybe because they freaking put Subway Surfers below it. Or like, people subtitle it. Like, they make it more just dopamine. People will rip videos off of YouTube, upload it onto TikTok, make it slightly longer than a minute, and they'll get paid a lot more. You get paid $1 per 1,000 views on TikTok if it's longer than a minute. They'll just rip a popular video, bam, million views, $1,000, bam. I could do that.
That's cool.
I could do that right now if I want to. Because it's not about the money, it's about impact. It's about being something.
You don't have to rip off people's videos. You can just make your own and put them on TikTok.
If I wanted to make videos, I'd do something else. But my videos aren't going to do well like that on TikTok. Rarely they will. But you know what will do well? If you just strip a Mr. Beast video, take a minute of that, and shove it on TikTok, it will automatically do well.
Yeah, but China keeps banning you.
China no longer bans me. No? I haven't been... I have this account past 2 years.
Pretty good.
Yeah, yes, pretty good. I've been great.
Yo, I always wonder if you go to China.
My video got taken down talking about the Jew holes, though, for hate speech. Yeah, no, I'm serious. It got taken down.
Imagine you go to
got
China
reinstated, though.
And like the Chinese police are like, "Oh, you're a Jew boy." It's like, they know who you
We
are.
have a whole file on you. There you go. Actually, when I went to Ukraine before war, this guy recognized me from TikTok.
That's
Ukraine.
crazy.
He didn't know English. He just knew. He didn't know English. He only spoke Hebrew and whatever the Ukraine language is. And
Ukrainian?
Is that the language?
I don't know. Is
Are
it?
you sure? Yeah, I don't know. And
No, it's Ukrainian people. See, I'm so ignorant.
Exactly. We're very ignorant. There's a game called GeoGuessr, which is basically where it shows you a random image of any place in the entire world, and you have to guess. It gives you a map. You have to click where on the map in the world that spot is. You know the game, right? Well, for people that don't know the game, when you first start off, they'll show you basic locations like the Eiffel Tower. So I was playing it on stream before, just for fun, and I mean, I was terrible at it. I got one within a mile of where I clicked
That's cool.
that tower in Seattle, but I completely missed Italy when there's an Italian flag right in front of me. that was very dumb. That was a game I was playing. Whatever.
I hate flying though. I don't think I ever want to fly again.
Didn't you have that one weird story? And you don't have to talk about it.
Which one?
The one is from Italy. No, didn't you get a weird thing
from Italy?
You felt like you were being slight discriminated, maybe, perhaps, possibly.
I talked about it already.
You did talk about it?
For those who didn't, I'll recap it because you mentioned it. I was
flying. New people.
I was flying from here to Washington D.C.
From here to Washington D.C.
When they're trying to convert me to Christianity.
What? Okay, talk about that. I know what that was.
Oh, I just sat down next to the guy. He's like, "Hey, ever heard of the
Lord and Savior? He loves
Holy
you.
Ghost or
he
something?"
Loves you.
Yeah, I was like,
Holy Spirit, Yitch. Holy Spirit.
I thought Holy Ghost.
The Holy Ghost? Really? You thought it was Holy Ghost?
I'm ignorant.
You're very ignorant. It's the Holy Spirit.
And I said, I did hear about that, but I don't believe it. And it's like,
what? Like head twitch, you know.
And then the airline stewardess overheard us and gave me a book about Jesus.
Oh, that's new. I heard. Okay, that's a newer story now.
And I said, I don't want that.
The flight attendant gave you a book on Jesus?
Yeah.
When?
Flight attendant, that's what it said.
Huh?
Flight attendant, yes.
But like, where'd they get? They just had it on there.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of them. Like they do missionary stuff. Also?
I don't know. It was independent. That's from the airline.
Oh, that's a little weird.
It was like, oh, you guys are talking about Jesus and converting Jews. Well, look what I got. I got this book right here.
You're supposed to be giving me free Coke. Well, that sounds weird, but like, you know what I mean. Like, that's actually, for a flight attendant, that's actually kind of weird because that's like, you're not supposed to. I feel like when you're
I complained and they gave me money. So.
They gave do it again. You know, oh, that's so stupid. Should have told them. No, you ruined the story.
I settled for a measly, like they paid for my ticket or something.
Didn't one of your your suitcases end up in Ireland?
Oh,
that was the story I'm talking about.
Yeah, I was actually gonna talk about that.
Yeah, talk about that.
That's why I don't like flying. I'm so freaking paranoid.
This guy has the worst luck ever when it comes to flying. Cancellations.
They're trying to convert me. They're taking my stuff. They cancel me. Like I have everything. I've had everything.
So what was this one? This was a good story, no?
What, this one? Oh, I was in the airport and it was really busy. And the lady was hopping back and forth between stations and printing the tags for the luggage. And I was trying to, put my suitcase in. And she grabbed a tag from this one and she put it on mine. And I was like...
A tag for the luggage?
For the luggage.
Uh-huh.
I'm like... But I didn't really think too much of it. I'm like, oh, maybe she printed on that computer. And then she put it on mine. I didn't... Now I always check. But I didn't check because I was in a rush.
Okay.
What was wrong? My grandmother was there, and she was like, hurry, you're going to miss your flight.
Okay.
So I grabbed a ticket, I ran.
What was wrong with the tag? Okay, fine. Okay.
So I'm kind of like, oh, something's off here, whatever. I didn't think much of it. And I made sure that my luggage went on the conveyor belt and flew to New York, landed, waited. And I'm like, where's my bag? And then I go to the luggage desk, and they're like, well, your bag is still at your original airport.
Oh, no.
I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So, yeah, no, it's left there because they switched the tags or whatever, or they didn't put it on the plane. I said, no, they definitely put it on the plane because I saw them go underneath. And the reason, I only realized later, that they said that my luggage was still at the original airport was because the tag was sitting in the printer.
You're missing a few details here. You're making it like
what?
Which tag? What tags? What are they? Which tag? There's an original tag.
The original tag that went on my suitcase was somebody else's tag.
Someone else's tag from a different flight, completely different.
From a different flight. Mine actually ended up printing by this station next to it, where I thought it should print from, and since it printed, it registered that my suitcase was still there at the original airport, but they never took it out of the printer.
So they put the wrong tag on the wrong thing.
Yeah, and my tag for my suitcase just, I guess, sat on the desk because it was irrelevant.
Yeah, it's the wrong tag.
So I look at my tag, so I'm like, I look at the stub that they give you, and it was like, oh, Ireland. That's not my name, and I'm not in Ireland.
No.
And they're like, no, your bag's not in Ireland. it says on the computer with my, because I give them my boarding pass, it says on the computer that your bag is still at the original airport. I'm like, I think it only says that because they never took it out of the printer.
Because the tag is there.
Yes, the tag is still there.
The original tag that they never even took out was still there.
So then they're like, let me look at your stub. So they took my stub, like, no, this is a mistake. And they crumbled it and threw it in the garbage.
Which tag?
The stub that I was holding on, that actually said the location of my suitcase.
Okay.
Because they are not smart enough to realize that the people put
the wrong
They actually put someone else's tag on my suitcase, which means it got scanned in. It's got scanned in to Ireland.
So the stub that you had that showed which airport or whatever, they threw away. They took it from you and crumbled it up and threw it away.
Yeah. And I kept calling, and the problem was the stopover. I was flying international the next day. Mm-hmm. All my clothing. I had nothing. And I was freaking out. I was calling, just like, but those moments where it's so crazy, you
can't help but sit and think.
Yeah. You're just like, huh. I guess I have no clothing.
Exactly. Because it was an international trip. You packed you had some suits in there. I'm saying you had some nice things in there.
And my Beats headphones.
Your Beats headphones.
Yep.
That's a sin.
Yep. So then I called the airlines. They're like, no, your bag is still in the airport, the original airport. It didn't leave the gate because I'm like, I think the tag.
There's just a singular tag sitting there empty
on the desk
by itself. There it is.
So then I said, the problem was they said you can't get new things and have us pay for it until 7 days, but I need it now. So I basically was harassing them for 2 days.
You were traveling to your location?
I was in.
You weren't coming back from somewhere.
No, I was going to.
You were going to somewhere, so you needed all the things in that suitcase.
So I called them up. I said, "What's the deal?" They said, if you don't get it tomorrow morning, assume you're never gonna get it.
Oh.
So I'm like, I called them up. I said, I'm gonna go and buy a completely new wardrobe. I'm going to do that. Will you pay me back? And they said yes.
Yeah.
So I took my friend. What I did was I went to a mall.
Where was this? Was it Italy? I thought this was in Italy.
No. I was going there.
You're going, okay.
So I went to the mall with my friend. I said, we're going to just buy whatever we want.
Nice.
And
assuming that the airline's going to pay for everything.
Yes.
Okay.
So the first place we went was to a luggage store, and I bought a suitcase.
Oh, nice.
And then I went one section, bought underwear, undershirts, and then new pants, new shirts, and I packed everything into my suitcase, ready to fly the next day.
Okay.
And I got really nice clothing. It was $2,000-$3,000.
Oh wow. Okay.
And I called them up and they said, "Yeah, the limit's $3,000. Here's a check."
And they gave it to you.
Yep.
Full on. So you got a brand new
wardrobe
and suit.
Yeah.
You got whole new everything.
Whatever I lost.
You got $3,000 worth.
You just have to prove that you lost. You have to whatever. You have to write up a whole receipt for everything.
And what happened to the luggage?
Gone forever.
Never be seen again.
If you're ever in Ireland,
someone in Ireland is wearing your clothes, and you're like,
it actually has inscribed, my name's inscribed in on a towel, personalized.
Oh yeah, you got a towel there.
Will never.
You'll never
be
see
returned.
It. Oh, we're gonna be in Ireland one day, and there's gonna be some dude there with on the beach with a towel. You're like, that's my name. He's like, what?
But now I'm so paranoid now. Every time they put the tag on my suitcase, I always check this up. I guess you
should get more money for that. Honestly, that is a crazy slip up. No, that's a crazy slip up.
It was full on.
They just switched your ticket. You can't do that.
They switched your ticket, and the part that bothered me the most was the incompetence of everyone I spoke to, because they're like, "No, your bag is still there. It's just sitting." I'm like, "So call the airport." They said, "We don't see a bag here." I'm like, "Do you see the ticket sitting on the counter?" Like, "What are you talking about? We never switch tickets. That's impossible." Whatever. But I'm like, I realized when I was driving back from the airport on my stopover, I realized that's what happened, and I said, "Okay, I'm just gonna buy it." And worst case scenario, I need new clothing. It was literally everything I had. And best case scenario, I get paid back for it, which I did.
Nice.
I tried to I was trying to be cautious of it. I tried to confirm it, but they was like, "We can't confirm that we will pay you back from it." But over the trip, I was able to confirm it. And
that's
I got everything
good.
Back.
I thought that was also the same one where I remember you were on this flight that you were telling me about where they were letting other people on and not you. They said that there was no more seats left for you. That's the one I mainly meant, actually.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a good one.
Everything.
He's got so many of them. We'll finish it off on this one. I'm saying, there's no more. I'll just I won't get into it. I'll just say an introductory. There's no more flights. Or there's no more room left on the flights.
No.
Okay, you say the story.
Get into it.
Get into it.
It was flying back from Italy. Another stop.
Was it that same round trip? Or
probably.
No? Okay.
I mean, it's all mushed in my brain now. Flying back from Italy, but it was definitely flying back from Italy. So I guess it was the same trip. And we landed back in New York, stopover again, and we were late because basically it was delayed, our original flight from Italy, and therefore when we landed, we missed our connection.
Yes.
But why was it delayed? They said act of God weather.
Act of God?
Yeah.
Weather?
There was like a lightning strike on a plane 2 planes before, so therefore my plane was delayed because of an act of God.
An act of like raising God's wrath or something.
Yeah. It's like God didn't want the other plane to take off, so therefore your plane. So they said, so we're not going to cover a new flight. So that was the original premise.
So everyone on the flight's screwed right now.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
I'm just still talking to agents, so I'm like, everyone's waiting in line by the original thing. I figure I know all the airports. I have every.
He knows all the support stuff, all the everything.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna wait by the gate with everyone else crying. I was with someone else.
You're gonna rush to the support.
Yes, I ran to a different gate.
People running to support. Yeah.
No, I ran to a different gate where no one was at, but they still had the same computers.
Nice.
And I said, I need a connection flight. I need to go now. I think it was like whatever. It's always Friday, and it's always got to go now.
It was on a Friday.
It was either Thursday night. Like, it would have been Thursday night or Friday morning, and the Sabbath comes in.
The Sabbath
Friday
comes
night.
in. We gotta go. We can't be on a plane.
Can't be stuck on a plane. And I don't want to be stuck in New York because I have to ask people to stay by their house. It would have been a whole thing. I can't stay by a hotel because I need food and stuff. It would have been too crazy. Theoretically, you could. It's just really annoying. And they said that we wouldn't cover the hotel costs because the act of God stopped the plane.
God's wrath. Okay, yeah.
And so what happened was, I was like, I need a new flight. Anything you could do? They said, there's no flights, And there's no room on any flights. Like you were saying, they said, there's no room. But then, as I was standing, talking to this lady, she was like, no room.
No room.
I sound like that because she was so mean to me. And then, but next to me, there was another person dealing with another person on the same flight who also was smart enough to come here. And she said, oh, there's room in that flight, but it's at the other airport. It's an hour and a half from now, so you're not going to make it. Lying, by the way, because you for sure can make it with an hour and a half. I was listening. And the guy was like, oh, man, I guess I'll go tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. And the person was like, okay, we'll pay for your taxi. This is the person over there. Like, we'll pay for your taxi in your hotel. I was like, wait a minute.
Wait, hotel?
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute. And it was literally as this lady was saying, there's no more flights, I can't get you another flight. But once I heard that this guy said, okay, I guess I'm not going to go on that flight, I said, hey, there's another flight that I could go on. And she was like, fine.
She said, fine?
Yes. Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Yeah. And then I said, and I want my taxi paid for. She's like, fine.
And I want my hotel anyways.
No, because they literally offered to, and the guy right next to me.
That's okay. The only reason why that's weird, it seemed like it was intentional,
a little weird,
was because she said fine. Yeah. That's why it was weird. And, we'll hope that she was just lazy and it had nothing to do with us, maybe she's just lazy.
I literally caught her in a lie. There was clearly a flight available, and I got on the flight and I made it to the airport.
You should have sued them, man. Discrimination.
I tried to complain to them because it was nasty. I'm not a big complainer, but certain times.
Yeah, no, we are not. We don't get into that stuff. We don't start
I'm
stuff.
not gonna pull the Jew card, but when you're trying to convert me on your flight, or you're like clearly like not telling me the truth when other people are getting flights. And there was plenty of time. I made it to the airport with plenty of time.
Listen, it could have been they just personally hated you.
Maybe.
It could have
personal
been.
hatred.
It could have been.
So I tried to say I didn't appreciate the customer service. I pretty much just said how was they say how was your trip? I said it was actually horrible.
It sucked. You were mean to me.
So I don't know. They didn't really give me I think they basically covered my taxi ride and a little bit more.
But you got your flight, so I guess you could just move on from it. But that was weird. It was really weird. You have bad luck with these things.
I know.
Flight attendant tries converting you, which is unprofessional, and another flight person says, fine. Yeah, we'll let you on. What the hell?
We'll let you on this flight.
Happen. All right. Is there anything else? Anything else you want to say?
You got me all angry now.
Okay, you got any more rants before you got anything?
That's literally a quarter.
That's a quarter of all the stories you could say, which we'll probably save for whenever else we talk about this freaking crap on the podcast. Anyways, appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure to download on Spotify. Watch all the other episodes. And to be nice to people on your flights.
Welcome to the club.
And welcome to the club. Literally smash like, subscribe, goodbye.